Welcome back, guys, to Conversation Over Coffee, the podcast where we talk about any and everything up under the sun. Welcome back, guys.
Hi.
It's been a little bit. We've been kind of a little busy, for sure. We just got back from the Bahamas. We did, what's that, Royal? I mean, not Royal, Carnival.
Yeah.
Which you act like you hate Royal.
No, I don't hate Royal. It was fine. I like the vibe. It's more a more laid back vibe at Carnival, I guess. Feels a little more comfortable. But Royal was a lovely ship. I liked the ice skating and the diving and the potato chip climbing wall and Coney Island. So no hate to Royal.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just got back from the Bahamas. The trip was a good trip, I would say. Just kind of, what's that, cloudy, overcasty in the Bahamas.
You feel like on both days?
A little bit on the second day, too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for our beach day, But not so overcasty like it was on Celebration Key.
Okay.
So.
I mean, it was overcast, but it was still enough UV ray and sun that Dylan and I got a couple shades browner than we were before we left.
Yeah. No ratchetness for Carnival. It's pretty mellow.
Yeah, no fighting, no people being ghetto. Some of the clothes were questionable.
It's like you can't change everything. There was not. I'm not gonna call the people trash, but they had some trashy ways.
There's a lot of cheeks hanging out, a lot of bellies hanging out, a lot of boobs hanging out. A lot of stuff that could have been a size or two bigger.
Yeah, very much. It's Jesus Christ. It's like people have lost their, class. I would say in some ways.
I think it's more. Some people don't have a lot of class, but I also think a lot of it is the big push of the body positivity that you can wear whatever you want at any size. And I think some women have taken that in wholeheartedly. Yeah. And if they like it, they're going to wear it no matter how it may look to others or how it may fit. If it makes them feel good, they're going to rock it.
And I mean, that being said, I sound a little harsh. I mean, I'm glad that people and women, are feeling more comfortable in their bodies. But it's just like, sometimes it's just like, it's too much. Maybe that's the best word. It's too much.
I'm all for, being confident, but I also, maybe it's my Southern upbringing. It's like, you want to look nice. You want to look appropriate. You want to look... Pleasing is not the right word, but like it's ill-fitting and it doesn't flatter you. Okay, girl, I understand you want to wear some low-rise, but
there was some ladies on the ship, definitely a couple of them that was like probably, I'm pretty sure pushing 400 pounds.
Oh yeah,
one, and you shouldn't be wearing a two-piece. A one-piece would do you justice, and you would get your point across.
Well, you could wear a two-piece, but you need a high waist to just tuck things in nicely and not look like it's ill-fitting. It's of someone who is a larger lady. It's I
mean, I love cheeks, but there weren't no cheeks on the ship that I was liking.
I saw a couple of cute lady cheeks and perky lady cheeks.
I don't know. That one that had that big belly, that tattoo, that was just,
that was
rough.
Really interesting that she chose to put a very large tattoo over her large belly. It's like, what if you lose weight one day? And maybe she never intends to, but and then every day she had a two-piece on, so she was totally confident in how she looked and felt. Yeah. Or at least she was giving us that perception.
Yeah, speaking of other things, on the cruise ship, we've done Royal and now doing Carnival. This is my first run with Carnival.
Your second.
Second. But I'm talking about run. Just in general. You've done 6 or 7?
This was my 6th Carnival cruise.
And there's a lot to compare. There's some comparisons. I mean, not comparisons, but it's about honestly a 50-50 split for both cruise lines. Royal does a lot of things, better than Carnival does. And Carnival does a lot of things that Royal does.
The desserts were definitely better.
Yeah, if you're a dessert person or a foodie, you might get by with Carnival's desserts. Royals, it just looks good. It's not really appetizing. Uh, their buffet, if you want to call Royals buffet, is put together better.
Yeah,
way better.
Their Lido dining situation.
It doesn't feel like you're eating. I hate to say this, you're eating with the poor people.
Oh gosh,
the poors. Which Carnival wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
It was better than Sunshine. I feel like the buffet offerings were better than the other Carnival ship we were on recently.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was looking at an article today by what's that, Consumer? What did I say?
Consumer Reports.
Yeah, reports that the best cruise ships, top 5 or something like that, and none of the ones that we all know are in that 5. Not Royal, not Carnival,
not Virgin,
not
MSC, not Norwegian.
Yeah. It was some like Celebrity and Disney and some other.
Was Disney in the
people.
top 5 or lower?
It was like right there.
Okay.
It was like 5, so.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Some of the largest cruise lines that we're aware of, you would think, they had a lot of chances to get it right and be in the top, and they're not.
Yeah. So they might, and it could be for, what is it, a lack of things with their scoring off. Because I know Carnival, we got not a drink package, we got the bubble package, and they need to do some working out on that.
That was definitely better on Royal, that you got your cup and you could just go to a machine versus having to go to the bar and order one and wait and wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, because their main focus, and nothing, I guess, against Carnival employees, they have to focus on where they're getting their money at in this alcohol. They're like, bump you guy on your Diet Coke. Forget you. And I wasn't the only one asking for Diet Cokes. But like you said, they needed an NFC cup, where they could track everybody. And I forgot them machines that they have. They have them everywhere. They even have one in, the nice refresher machines.
You can make all kinds of combinations.
Yeah, man. What else?
Dylan really enjoyed the Camp Ocean. He went 3 times. We were on a 6-day cruise. He did it 3 times. And he even asked to stay longer on the last day.
Yeah.
But something I had never seen before is one night we were out and we all came back in, and there was a note and a gift left for Dylan from Camp Ocean, just commending him on being such an awesome kid and, being a great participant in Camp Ocean. And he got some free cookies. And I thought, wow, that's really sweet that they acknowledged him for his good behavior and that he got a treat. I had never heard or seen of that before, and so that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And our room steward, he seemed to take a liking to Dylan. He was taking requests for towel animals, and when he found ducks, he was giving them to Dylan. So, that was a very nice experience, that customer service.
Yeah. A little bit of rowdiness from time to time. Young people, but nothing too bad. They didn't keep the ship up or anything like that. Our room was
that may have been the first time or the only few times that they were allowed to kind of run free, because you can't get too far on a ship. So, your parents are like, whatever, you're loose, and they're, enjoying their freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, the other interesting thing is that we always talk about hot tub on cruise ships. But you figured out it's really a whirlpool, which I got to look up what the difference of that is. One thing, it did not make a lot of bubbles, and it wasn't really warm.
And it wasn't big either.
No.
That's why Royal, if you're a person that likes jacuzzis or anything like that, and that means something big to you, you might want to book Royal, because all their jacuzzis are massive. Compared to, I'm pretty sure Carnival probably has some bigger ones, but not these. We were on the oldest ship.
Yeah, 1998. Our son did a thorough review on and exploration of the ship we were going to be on and its history.
Yeah, definitely. It was a fun ride. Florida when we left, Florida was warm.
We were wearing shorts.
We came back. Florida was fucking cold. What is this? Like, this is horrible. Like,
it's
weather.
January. I guess it decided it was going to be January everywhere.
Weather in general sucks. Like it's supposed to snow in Georgia.
This weekend.
Yeah, from what they said, I think it snowed
Saturday,
before.
Sunday. Yeah, well, it snowed last year.
Yeah, so that's nothing new for Georgia, which they probably hate it too. It's something new for those guys too. So they're like, this sucks. So if you think you're going to Florida, going to wear your bikini, that is over now for some reason. I guess further down south.
Maybe it'll warm back up after this system passes or something.
Jesus, man.
Speaking of Florida, we chose to drive. Still not huge fans of flying, plus huge cost savings to drive.
Yeah, a lot of people on the boat did too.
Yeah,
so
we met people from Clayton. We met people from LaGrange.
Yeah. A lot of people from North Carolina just trying to get out, and they drove too. Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad drive. The Way said it was like 6.5 hours. It probably in reality took us 8, but we stopped at 2 Buc-ee's. What are we called? Boosteroonies.
Boosteroonies. If you visit 2 Buc-ee's and one day you're in the same person. That's what they say.
They're good pit stops.
Yeah, like that is that is a mayhem. And you're a true Buc-ee fan if you do that.
And we stopped at a new gas station line called Parker's that was really nice too.
You talking about this place was so clean you could possibly eat off the floor.
And
in and outside.
Nice.
And outside.
So smooth ride. The roads weren't bad. Traffic was not bad at all. So, I would definitely be willing to drive to Jacksonville again for another cruise.
Yeah.
So. And we stayed at the extended stay Premier Suites.
Yeah, we stayed the day before. We went there the day before the cruise.
Very nice hotel close to the VA hospital, but that was another pleasant experience.
The VA hospital down, what's that in Florida? Is like very nice. Jacksonville is very nice looking on the outside. Yeah, one thing I take away from Buc-ee's is that bussy juice is not delicious.
Their Diet Coke, it's not right. Something's not right.
It's that, I don't know, the fountain drinks.
Their syrup de fizz is not correct. Something is not right.
And then we went to a Buc-ee's and they didn't have Diet Coke.
The one in Georgia didn't have Diet
Coke.
Coke.
And this white man behind me, he's like, what the fuck? He told his wife, baby, they ain't got Diet Coke. And she said, well, fuck it, let's get out of here. They were old white people. They were like, we're out. So, Buc-ee's, if you're listening to this podcast, which you might not be here, you might fix that bussy juice. Yeah.
The coffee's good, though.
Yeah, the coffee. Everything else they do.
The brisket was good.
Yeah, the brisket.
Macaroni cheese. Yeah, they got a thing.
Yeah, a brisket mac and cheese. It was quite a bit for what, $5 or $6? We got it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the chips. Dylan enjoyed the beaver chips.
Yeah, that was some good bussy meat.
And something else? Can't remember if it was the one in Georgia or the one in Florence. No honey roasted peanuts. Remember we were looking for that?
I wonder if the one in Georgia just
maybe
open.
It's just different.
Just open. Yeah, it has to be because that was the last down the line. But there are 2 Buc-ee's. That is insane. If North Carolina, which we're getting one, that'll be God. Only thing you have left for South Carolina. If they did one in South Carolina, that'd be mayhem.
Well, that Florence, South Carolina is
Florence?
the first one.
Oh, Florence, yeah. Florence, so it's North Carolina,
Georgia,
Florence. Florence.
Now you need one in Florida. You'd make it all the way down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe there is one in Florida.
No, I don't know. We would have found out. That is straight mayhem. They're slowly taking over the world. I know they got a few around the Texas area because that's their home base. If I'm not mistaken.
And we figured out there was Wawa's in Clayton.
Yeah, Wawa's. I've always known them. You guys might have seen them somewhere else. It's like up north, what is it? In Virginia, Washington, all that stuff. They got great coffee, So there's a lot of competition out there, but Buc-ee's is probably going to destroy that competition a little bit. Them and Wawa.
They got to get that Diet Coke straight first.
Yeah. But you talking about still the cleanest bathrooms?
Yes.
And the United States Guinness says so. Yeah. Even though when we went in our bathroom, the men's bathroom, the old guy, he was a little sleepy or angry. or something like that.
Bathroom was still clean though, right?
Yeah. I think the bathroom was still good. Yeah.
So overall, what would you rate this Carnival cruise vacation?
I have to take away because the weather was like janky. Maybe your expectations for weather is supposed to be different.
Well, that Mother Nature. Good luck.
Yeah, man, she
taming
kind of
her.
messed it up for me. It wasn't bad. I give it a strong B plus.
Okay.
So that's very much passing.
Okay.
What about you?
I probably would give it an A. I mean, the weather is the weather. It was still warm enough to get in the water. It was a little brisk at first, but you acclimate it quickly. Celebration Key, I like the setup there, even though we figured out at the end we only made it halfway around the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. But that was nice.
But yeah, I'll give it a B plus because what was uniquely different for me is that not all of the staff were the friendliest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like
I'm not used to
I
this.
feel like your love for Carnival because that was your first cruise, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna give it an A. But it was like I'm not used to because Royal didn't do it when it was time for us to debunk. These jokers, honestly, said it's time to go.
Yes, get off.
In the middle,
the
middle of breakfast. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Your last day. Not every ship could be like this on Carnival, but your last day, they stopped caring.
It wasn't like that on Sunshine, and I hadn't remembered it being like that before. I think it's this particular staff.
Yeah, which
Millie
ship,
and that other guy.
Which ship was it on? The Elation.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that.
Well, no, all their contracts were done. Remember, a bunch of them were leaving?
Yeah, so they was like, we could talk any time.
Yes.
Tell away to you. They didn't care. It was like that last day.
They were like, get off, let's go, wrap it up.
Even the food, one of the guys in front of me, we ate late night eats, and he was like, what the hell is this? Are they serving us, what's that, chicken backs?
Yes.
Yeah, he was funny. That guy on the ship, he was funny, young guy. He was not impressed. He was a stand-up guy, and he wasn't impressed about the food, And he was like, what was the nachos? He was like, they just
threw together what was left over.
He was like, I'm used to this, type of food because, you're getting this the whole week. And then the last day, it's like it was underwhelming. It wasn't bad. It was just underwhelming.
Yeah, it was like you could tell it was getting toward the end. So.
Yeah, I'm like, so Carnival, Elation, y'all do better as staff. Don't kick people off the ship.
Even on the last day.
You don't do that. People paid.
Ironically, as we're getting off at 9:00 in the morning, there were people already lined up to get on. So it's like the machine does not stop churning.
No, it's. How does that work when the contracts are up? So just the new people just show up to work and it's like, boom. It was Leo's last day.
Leo and Millie, and I don't know what that other guy's name.
Happy.
Happy's last day, yeah.
Big shout out to Happy. He did a lot.
He was cool.
Yeah,
he had good energy.
Yeah, Happy did a lot of good things on the ship. He did it better. I mean, Leo was good, but Happy probably was that guy. The people's champion.
He brought the energy for sure. Yeah.
His comic timing, it sucks. Happy, I love you. But man, he tried, man. But you talking about this is a guy who does he's a fitness guy for one.
He's
That's
part of
his
the
background.
fun squad.
Yeah, background. And he's not a comedian. He's there just to uplift and get you working out, get you dancing.
Gets you energized. Yeah, he did that for sure.
Yeah, he's not a comedian for sure. He probably knows that, but he tried.
He tried, and he had good energy. What did you think of the Broadway style performances?
Man, on ships, they're just it's like half baked. I'm pretty sure all ships are like this. It's just a form of entertainment. And we don't need to be super judgy, I guess. Because it's just something. Yeah, it's very half baked.
The last night, the rock show was pretty good, except for that one guy when he was trying to hit those high notes.
Yeah, the rock show is good. The people could sing, except one guy. He reminded me of the ugly guy from New Kids on the Block, and they gave him a chance to sing. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. The comics very subpar comedians.
We had really good ones the last
year.
So.
And that's that's kind of hard to beat if you got real. These guys on the last trip were almost like they were like
they could have been on TV.
Yeah, I think they probably were. Because they're like in the realm of like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. These guys can very much hold their own. For sure. I forgot their names. Yeah, what were their names?
I don't remember from the first cruise.
Yeah,
It was Cyrus somebody and Mark Anthony. Yeah, it was a little cringy.
the new guy. Oh, I'm talking about the old from the last year.
I don't remember. They were good.
This one we got a guy. He was just a fat white guy that just ate Cheetos. Looked like he ate Cheetos on the couch.
He talked a lot about his wife in a negative way, and I didn't like that.
It wasn't good comedy.
And
it was rough.
Some of it was just vulgar. It wasn't even that funny.
Yeah, no good punchlines and a whole bunch of dad jokes at the end. I'm like, damn, you get what you pay for. We picked that damn Carnival, man.
We used our credits.
Yeah, picked that damn Carnival. We got a half baked. It was the fun. My thing, it was the fun going because you gotta go to a comedy show. And you don't have to pay extra for it, so.
Well, and I enjoyed our time at the nightclub too.
Yeah, the nightclub. Well, they always do good.
That 90s, 2000s night was a vibe.
Yeah. Well, the fun thing is they always do good. These cruise ships always do good. I feel like at their clubs.
Mm-hmm.
They always. You don't really go to one like, man, the club was. I don't know what to tell you how it needs to be. Because they're gonna play whatever kind of music they're gonna play and. They're going to have alcohol. You just got to be there for the fun.
Well, and the 80s party was fun with the glow sticks and people in their outfits. That was a good vibe. Yeah. And I enjoyed the silent disco. That was fun.
Yeah, I wasn't too much in the mood. I don't know why to do that, but, they always look fun.
The little bit of the 90s party. I mean, it was like, like A-. I had a really good time. I, enjoyed myself. It was restful. We spent some time hanging out on the Serenity deck.
Which
Dylan
great,
had a good time with camp. He made some friends. Izzy, shout out to Izzy and August hanging out on Carnival Cruise Line.
August did a good job. Good kid.
Most of the staff were nice. Our dining room guys were really good.
Yeah,
one of them made Dylan a banana split one night.
Yeah, my thing about a cruise ship, people are gonna hate me for this, but if you got, I don't know if you're kind of a bougie person. And you're buying a cruise and you're like, I want the best of food, which everybody should. Your everyday food, just eat at the dining. What's that? Their restaurant there. Yeah, it's kind of like their upscale.
Yeah, the dining room.
Which it is, man. Don't eat with the poor people. The buffet's the poor people.
He's getting that from a comedian, y'all. He's not calling people poor for real.
Yeah, I'll call them poor for real. Yeah, because it is. It's like the food on the Sunshine was for poor people, Sunrise, yeah.
Some of it was, yeah.
A lot of it, but you didn't eat it. Like, it was like bad. Yeah, so I would do that. Most of it breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Elegant Night, they didn't do the lobster tail. See? That was something. Maybe I guess the tariffs on lobster. I don't know.
No, we're paying for all that. Hopefully, Carnival's going to get their stride back. I'm thinking because they took a hit. I really think COVID hit them real bad. Which some of the other cruise ships they didn't get hit that hard. But they did.
Well, I mean, we haven't taken them, so we don't know. But what I'm thinking is they're to try to keep their prices low because that's what they're known for. Yeah. Affordable vacations. They have a lot more upcharge items. Like you could get the upcharge breakfast, the shrimp and grits. You can do an upcharge meal to get the lobster tail and the steak. Yeah. You can do the upcharge juice and the drinks and things like that. That little stuff. It felt a little nickel and diming. And then, you went to Celebration Key, which was their private island, but you couldn't use your drink package on the island. And it's like, this is your island. Why can't we use your drink package?
And that's just not us saying that. There's a lot of travel YouTubers that cruise. I think, what's the name? Melissa, and I think, if I'm saying it right, her husband, they travel hard. I wish I had their information so we could put it up for you guys. Maybe in the next video we could. But they have done Carnival and given Carnival a try, and they were like, Celebration Key is very underwhelming, for that, because of the drink package. The same things we're saying.
Okay.
You know, and that's what took them, you know, as far as to give them probably the best rating for that. They have to get that together, but it is the first phase of the island,
Right.
so I'm hoping
I
in the
thought
future
the places to hang out were nice, though. You know, the food and drink, it is what it is. But I liked that they had different kinds of setups, and there was lots of places to sit in shade or sun.
Yeah, that.
So
Speaking of that, now that I think about it more, why you can't use your drink package up there?
it's
That's weird.
another way to get
it's
money
just kind of
from
weird.
me.
So it's like they're like, no, only in the ship. Here you have to buy the drinks separate.
But you did get your lunch from the Island Eats Choices, which we ate pretty good. You know, we shared that Mediterranean bowl, which was really good, and then those delicious donuts. So Dylan ate a hamburger,
and
amazingly.
They gave us icy, so it was a lot of food. Yeah, they gave you a lot of food with that. So I guess it, you know, it weighed out for us. But if you're a person that is going on your cruise, you know, to have some drinks, have some fun, which a lot of people do, I would just suggest you to be prepared for that. If you do, or just take another cruise. You know, it's that simple, that easy.
I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Oh, Dylan, last morning we were packing up to go, and Dylan's already asking, "When's the next break? When can we go on our next cruise?" And I'm like, "Little boy."
Yeah, I'm like, this is not a cruise podcast. You know, I don't think people want to hear us talk about, you know, cruises, but we know a little bit. It'd be nice to take one with friends and family, but you know, everything doesn't link up right.
We'll have to figure something farther in the future.
Yeah.
Give people lots of time to plan.
So I like to pick on D. If you're listening, you and Dave, get your swim trucks together and let's do this. You know,
she's a good cruise partner.
Oh yeah, she looks it. She's got the face. D's got the ball. I mean, Dave's got the ball head for it. For the sun. Yeah. So we need to do. Yeah, I would like to take a big one with friends. It's always fun. That I feel like that will make a cruise probably epic. You know,
seeing people all around.
Yeah, they'll put. I think they'll make it even better. You know, if you cruise, that's why you get some people that do family reunions on cruises. You know.
Oh my gosh, the amount of people who had those Amazon cruise shirts was hilarious.
It's crazy. We were the only people with original cruise shirts on. That was crazy.
Thanks to the cricket.
And what else? What was it that dance thing we went? Was it the 80s night we went to the glow stick thing?
That was the 80s night.
There was some more people who got their costumes for that from Amazon.
The Saved by the Bell 90s
I'm like,
outfit.
everything, it was like the same one. They want nothing different though. Somebody had the shoes on that was the same. I was like, dang, really, guys? But
one lady though, she had on the jacket from Desperately Seeking Susan. That was pretty awesome. The jacket with the pyramid on the back of it.
Yeah, man. Good times on the cruises.
And Leo dressed up like Elton John, and he looked like Elton John.
Well, he was dapper. Leo, you were dapper, but he's probably back home. I guess still in England.
London, England.
London, England. Big up to those guys. He was very good. You know, very flamboyant cruise director.
Yes, and he ended all of his talks and things by saying, "Remember, Leo loves you."
I wanted to tell you personally, Leo, that was creepy to me. I just didn't say nothing about it. We didn't go to the Q&A to find out why he says that. No. I know why. Because we help pay his bills back home.
Could be.
We love you too, Leo. Thank you for taking our money. Yeah, man. What else? That's about
we ate our fair share of Guy's burgers and French fries.
Oh man, beef. I'm not a beef eater anymore too much, man. Just Guy's burgers is good, but it's enough just if you can eat a burger. If you're staying a week on a cruise ship, I would say just eat them twice. And I told myself,
people are getting like doubles and triples.
Oh man, I'm like the plug ups, man. You just gonna be the beef, man. The meat sweats, the plug ups afterwards in the bathroom. I can't. It's a lot.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So one of the days, our sea day, we encountered a storm, and you know that. One. A small one. Enough that they closed the outside area so and asked everybody to stay in. And that was something that I'd always be like, oh, that would be terrible. The boat would be rocking. We'd all be seasick. But I actually found it very mesmerizing just watching, being out in the water. It sounds crazy now. And watching the snow, wave caps and the waves going up and down and the water kind of churning a bit. It was very, I enjoyed it. Like, I really liked watching that.
It's kind of bugged out. It's like, for me, it's like we had to take a boat. What do you call
water ferry.
Water ferry from our ship
To Princess K.
Princess K. And to me, I was like, I didn't ever put any thought to it, but I was like, this is like creepy to me. A small boat, compared to a big boat, you don't feel jack, on a big boat, but me and Dylan was both kind of he's like, what's that?
Why is it making that noise? Why is water coming out of it?
I can swim, but I don't want to have to swim to save my life, though. Like, I want to swim just for leisure activity. And it's like I have a son, so if the ship goes down, we have to save him.
Too trusting of that water anyway, because even after we got on the island and we got settled in our clamshell, he wanted to play in the pool more than he wanted to get in the ocean, because even had water socks, he had his sunscreen, he was wearing his rash guard, the water was clear, he was not afraid of the fish. That wasn't what, like, he would go out a little bit and he was like, never mind.
Yeah, he was like, until he started touching
fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. Yeah, so I would suggest people take cruises. Some people are not cruise people.
No, they're not. And you really enjoyed the rum cake, too.
Yeah, the rum
Blackbeard's
cake.
rum cake.
First time I've had rum cake. It was delicious. Would like some more. Gonna see if I can order it. Very much.
And we had the Goomba Punch soda.
Yeah, which is crazy.
The canned soda.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Then it's back home here, which is dark, gloomy, and cold.
So we had pants and t-shirts to wear home because that's what we wore down there, and we were perfectly fine. But it was freezing cold. We, meandered our way home. We made a couple stops. We went to the outlet in Pooler, Georgia. Was it Pooler? Yeah, that was
Georgia.
Lovely outlet. Nice people. Shout out to the lady at Maurice's. But I ended up having to buy Dylan a sweatshirt because he was freezing.
Yeah, I'm like, you talking about that?
It's like 40 degrees.
You talking about we're rating the cruise, not even rate the cruise, like rate the depression when you get back home. I'm like, what's the irony of that? Like,
it's January.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, okay, Florida, that's going to be warm, and then we're going to get acclimated all the way back home. But as soon as, I'm like, why is it cold in Florida? Like, why? What do we do to deserve this? It's crazy. Like, hey, what could Phoenix be now? That's the next warm place I would think. Phoenix is probably, if Florida's having it, I bet you it's probably like a good 70-something in Phoenix, the lowest. It doesn't get never cold there. Man, oh well. Any takeaways? We probably talked about takeaways from it.
Enjoyable. I think it's a reflection of the changing times. People are not as and like some of the other passengers, even on Sunshine, I feel like more people complained about having to go to Canada, but they were in good spirits. Yeah, some of these people was like, you're on vacation. Why are you not happy? Why are you not smiling? Why are you
It was like the casino took my money.
Oh my God. Everybody looks so sad in the casino all the time.
People, take your ass out of the casino. They take a cruise just to sit in there. Cause for real, I didn't see none of those people that was in the casino like walking around. I'm like, man,
they all look
They
sad.
spent their whole mortgage. There was that little white couple over there.
They were there for hours.
They spent their mortgage money on hitting
We would go past them to go somewhere. They'd be there. We come back. They'd be there. We go past again. They were in the same machines even. It was never like, woo, big money. They just looked so sad.
I'm going to tell you who did win some money. I forgot while I was walking. And I saw her to the side. You remember that little black lady? She had vitiligo.
Yes.
On the skin. She was over there counting big bucks, smiling. So shout out to her. She won. She was quiet. She won a little knot or whatever. So she had some money. She was smiling. But everybody else, no.
When
Like,
we met the lady on the elevator, she was a diamond member. She's been on 47 cruises.
man, she ain't got no life. She's just like, let's cruise. She's like, y'all might as well just sell your house and live on the boat. That many cruises.
When we heard a guy talking about how they were coming back on that same cruise the following month, and they were going to pick a different room, a different floor.
Jesus, y'all love the boat.
I told you that used to be my retirement plans to move to Florida so I could take last minute cruises for cheap.
I would just would love to try another ship from Carnival, but Mike can't.
A newer ship. I think we need to try a newer ship because our last two ships were both from their older fleet.
They were put together with duct tape.
No, they weren't.
We barely made that last trip to Canada, y'all. Yeah.
No.
It was like, yeah. Yeah, but it's up to Carnival to, get rid of the new ships. But they're trying to get their billions of dollars.
I mean, there's plenty of people on there. So
the elevators.
More kids than I anticipated, too.
Well, it is family fun up there.
They're supposed to be at school.
School? What's school these days? We were the last generation to go to school. They're just like, hey, man, let's just TikTok our way. Hell, you might can find medical courses on TikTok these days. And be like a TikTok doctor.
TikTok University, they had sometime last year that whole wave of people teaching stuff on TikTok and calling it TikTok University.
He's like, just put some rubber tests on.
I was practicing my Spanish up there. They had several people doing that.
Yeah. And other news today, do you remember the story of this black lady? She was a DoorDash. I think she was a DoorDash delivery lady. Or Uber, one of those things. Black lady.
Okay.
She would drop off some food or pick up a package. One of those things I watched. And this was in South Carolina. I forgot, was it Columbia? Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember it. She went on this guy's property. What she was, I guess like her app told her to go on or whatever. Like that. But this old white guy, they got video, 80-something years old, shot her 6 times.
And she was making a delivery.
Yeah. Reason why it's a delivery or pickup. And she explained to him who she was or whatever. I saw the video or whatever like that. But the whole time, before this, the older gentleman was getting like kind of some scam calls he thought was suspicious. And they basically called him for a few hours and said, hey, your grandson or whatever, he's in jail.
Oh,
yada, yada.
Okay.
We need, I think it was $25,000 or $50,000. He ended up taking the money out or whatever. And he said there'll be a lady to come there and pick it up.
This is coming back to
case
me.
A mistaken identity. It was a scammer, and he ended up shooting her. They got on camera begging for her life. He shot her 6 times. Once in the leg, a couple shots. I think he ended up shooting her in the head.
Did she pass?
Yeah, she passed away. Beautiful lady. He is now. They went on ahead and found him guilty at every last charge. 83 years old. Still, I guess if you want to call him in his right mind, will spend his last few years in jail. Because they couldn't see.
Go ahead.
They couldn't see anything. His lawyer didn't have nothing because they had video. Where they had the video, she had a dash cam in her car, and she was just trying to, she was living off a little small, Social Security, and she was just trying to make a little extra.
I mean, I don't understand shooting her, run her off, or shoot her in the leg, but why do you have to shoot her 6 times?
One of the charges is he got charged with kidnapping because on the video she tried to get in her car and he said, you're not going nowhere. And what happened to him, she did hurt him because she tried to slam the door on him. She was
defending herself.
Yeah, I've never seen a video like that before where somebody was like basically begging for their life. Look, like I can go. Whatever you think I've done it, but I will get off your property.
That's, people, it's an easy way to make money. Not easy as in that you can do it on your own time, but it's so risky going to people's houses. You know, if you get to the right house or, you know, and also getting that kind of stuff. Like we get Walmart delivery. You can't do too much to hurt our food besides, you know, throw it on the porch. But we were somewhere. Oh, when was it? Christmas? We went to the McDonald's and all those DoorDash people were there. And like some of them is like, they looked unhygienic. Yeah. And it's like they're touching your bags of food and putting them in their cars, and it's was
DoorDash's it's their fault, you know, not the people's fault. It's their fault because they have to do, hey, you can work for our brand, but we need upstanding people to do this. So they have to be like, you have to be dressed a certain way, this and that. Even the company might have invested in putting cameras in the people's vehicles. Say, yeah, look, you have to put this in, you know, before this and that. But it's just fucking crazy. I mean, I would say hit home for me when, you know, Brooke and JR told their story, and they live in a nice. I mean, well, I'm thinking it's not an old apartment complex. I don't think it's the hood. No, you know, at all. But they were like, food and shit was getting stolen off there. You know, I'm like, what the?
But it doesn't take the hood for, you know, people to be thieves and do bad stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, what in this? I remember to the point, I think JR was like fed up. He's fed up with it, to be honest with it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised next time we hear him. He done bought a house for them to go in.
This market.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. For them to say we bought a house. You know, I wouldn't be shocked because people get fed up and you start messing with their money and food and stuff like that. So
I'll go to McDonald's in my pajamas before I get DoorDash.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not doing it. After the horror I've seen, like YouTube lady I follow, she shows videos, you know,
spitting in the food,
scratching
eating the food, scratching your butt,
holes, man, scratching the front butt. I'm like, I'm like, one dude tipped the pizza over and took his hands and smashed.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
No, thank you. I mean, we don't even do pizza delivery not because of the delivery guys, but because of the pizza place charges you for the pizza and then charges you a delivery fee, but you're still expected to tip the driver. It's like, well, what's the delivery fee for?
Man, this pizza is sitting there to be $98.
Right, your $6.99 pizza is $30 now.
Man, please, man. Oh my God, it's just killing me left and right. I'm a big guy. You are a plus size lady. We're losing weight, but there's never gonna be that time I'm not that fat that I can't go get my own food. You know, so DoorDash, I don't need you, never needed you. You know, I'm not lazy like that. No, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. People DoorDash food for their kids.
DoorDash sodas.
Yeah, for their kids.
We had to make that a rule at camp that parents could not DoorDash food to their kids.
I'm like, you're so lame. Like, there's so many people. I was like in my barber's barbershop. I think, you know, I love her to death, but I'm like, people use it like it's nothing. I think Jasmine did it for, what is it, laundry detergent or something like that, some ill shit. I don't know. But people use it. I'm not knocking.
Even for that, just do Target pickup. 2 hours, you can just drive in your car in your pajamas and pick it up.
I'm going to tell you what you could have done. If you're smart enough, Jasmine, I love you. But you can say, Chris, your appointment's at this time. Hey, can you go pick me up my lunch? I would have done it. Give me the money back.
But you know what? There are so many people who would not do that for others. They don't ask, you know, when you used to go next door and ask your neighbor for a cup of sugar, you know, like we ran out of creamer today, and the first thought wasn't to go next door and ask Karen if she could give us some creamer. You're like, I'm getting dressed and going to the store to buy some creamer. You know, it's like, people aren't neighborly like that anymore.
Yeah, she's like, what? Don't y'all have money? she would have been like that. I'm like, hey, can I borrow a cup of creamer? She's like, don't y'all work?
I don't know if she would be rude like that, but it would
it would be confused. I believe she would be not rude, but it'd be very confusing for her. She's like, honey, we got to move back to Canada. These people are just weird.
They've lived here as long as we have. They're not moving back to Canada.
No, they might. Yeah, all this riffraff from everybody, the president, people, ICE, all this stuff. It's just straight mayhem.
It is.
Straight
Foolishness.
mayhem. And only people that's got it made is the Asian people. They sit back laughing because nothing's going around there. You don't hear nothing. Man. What else? Is that all we got? I think that's what I want to talk
we've
about.
been kind of cut off from the world for the last week. Our poor son, I did not buy the internet package. He got a little bit of internet on the islands because, shout out to T-Mobile, we get service in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
but as soon as we were back on land and his iPad worked, he was like, internet, Roblox, internet, Roblox, internet. He didn't even want to go in the stores. He just wanted to stay in the car, internet. I'm like, oh, Lord, poor baby, you're an addict.
Yeah, it's not worth getting that internet package. I don't think, because for me, it's not what it's supposed to be. I've heard so many people say it's almost like dial-up and stuff. I've heard so much stuff about it.
Well, and to me, it adds to the disconnection. Like, there were no worries for me. My worry was, what did I want to eat for lunch? Did I feel like walking back to the Lido for another cup of coffee? Looking at my fun times to see what entertainment I was going to partake in the evening. It was just like, I was disconnected, didn't know anything that was going on in the world.
Yeah.
Just enjoying that moment and living in that time.
That's why I do appreciate, that not having to look at the phone. I'm like, that's a good word, not to worry about it. You get a lot of exercise.
We were walking more than 11,000 steps a day, and that was on the ship, not even like going out to places.
You get a lot.
You had to walk across the ship to get a cup of coffee. So
well, I did it on a Royal. I forgot the name of that ship we went on. That was like a city.
It might have been the Allure, maybe.
I need to look it up.
I feel like it started with an A.
Yeah. We're bad for that, like all these ship names, but I liked it. It was like a city. The first time that was my first cruise, I think. Never seen a ship that close before. It was like, holy Jesus, that is huge.
That was one thing on the water ferry while we were waiting to get off. Dylan, I was like, Dylan, you can go and touch the outside of the Carnival cruise ship, and he was like, oh, and so he went out and was looking and touching it and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I guess on that note, do you have anything else to say or anything to share?
No.
Yeah, this has just been a small
Happy MLK Day.
A small podcast back. We got something else where we were on Celebration Key. We just did like a mock podcast real quick. So a little check-in. So we'll launch that and this. And
me in my bathing suit.
Yeah, we're hanging out. We're out there. We ain't got nothing to hide. Yeah. So it's back to the working world.
Back to Dylan's got one more week of break, and then it's back to school. We go back to work on Tuesday. Yeah. It's cold. We're acclimating to January.
I'll be glad.
I need to wash the side of my car where I let coffee. Yeah. I tried to pour coffee out riding too fast and made a small disaster.
Lord Jesus.
We gotta buy some groceries.
Yeah, this house has no food. We're poor people in here. Yeah. That's basically it. I'm so ready for spring to get here. That
McDonald's crispy Diet Coke, though, yesterday,
Well, that's what my girl said to you on the cruise. She said, yeah, Coke. She was like, yeah. She's like,
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, she was like, man, the drinks here ain't good, man. But yeah. Yep. So it's back. It's
back to reality.
I'm about ready for spring.
It'll be Valentine's when you blink and clap your hands 2 times. It'll be spring probably.
I know Brian thinks the same thing too, man. Like, it has to be sad living. You got a pool. Yeah, you got a pool. You made it there, but their pool is like right by a window where you can look at it. Like, you have to pass it. That big old window. It's sad to look at there and say, man, can't even go out there, man. Fuck this shit. Because it's that cold. Ready for it to be warm. Well, all right, guys. We're going to call that quits for today. That's the end of the show. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting us. We're still at a strong 18. So if you pass this video, hey, give us a check out. Like, subscribe, and hang out.
Leave us a comment about where you're planning on going vacation this year.
Yeah, we like to hear that stuff. Yeah, we like to hear back for you guys. As long as it's nice. The internet can be mean, you know. So we're hoping we get some good feedback. Even if family members, you know, your family don't really subscribe to you like you want them to, but if y'all watch the videos, you know, leave us some comments, some likes, all that stuff. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.
Bye.